Hey guys, today is Thursday, April 3rd. Alright, so, yeah, I have some interesting stuff to talk to you guys about. Alright. How do I put this? There's somebody I'd like you to meet. You see? Right there? Sorry for the glare. See? Another picture. So, this is Yentl the Lentil. You guys need to read my blog if you don't already. So, this is mine, and you can all figure out what that probably means. So, on March 24th was a Monday. Well, I'll just tell you the story, like how it happened. So, the weekend before that, on Sunday, the day before, I've been feeling really sick, and I was feeling really sick for like a couple weeks, and I just thought I was like, I don't know, under the weather or something like that. And I had, okay, so I guess the warning for this video is like gross topics. It shouldn't be triggering, it shouldn't be controversial, I don't think, but maybe gross topics and a little bit about a traumatic potential miscarriage. So, okay, all those disclaimers, you know, whatever. Anyway, right. So I've been feeling sick, and I thought I was just like sick, whatever. And then since like, I don't know, early March, and then the weekend of March 8th was a Saturday, was my Zumba birthday. That night, Corky and I went to Seattle, so like, I think it was the next day or maybe the day after that I like thought I got my period. Sorry, it's gross, I know. But it happens. I mean, I'm female, you all can see that. So then I was like, oh, I guess I'm not pregnant. Okay. So then I just thought it wasn't possible. And then like, I wrote this blog post that made total sense later when I was like, I feel like I'm retaining water and I'm dizzy, and I didn't mention nausea, I don't think, but I was having nausea, but I didn't really mention it. And that makes total sense now. But I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I thought, like, I was just fat. You know? So then on the 23rd, I had 4 hours of Zumba that day on Sunday. And the first hour, none of them I was teaching. But the first hour, I, like, sat out for a bunch of it. The second hour, I sat out for a bunch of it. And then the last two, I actually skipped. And I never do that. And one of my friends said to me, she texted me, she's like, you couldn't be pregnant, could you? And I said, no, I had my period, da-da-da. She said, okay. So then the next day, Monday, the 24th, I was with Corky at the store, and we were going to buy something, and I walked through the aisle that had the pregnancy test, and I was like, I guess I'll just rule it out. So they were on sale, so I got 2 boxes, which were 2 tests each, so I got 4 tests for, I forget, it was like $18 or something like that. So I went home, and this is the funny part, like, it became a comedy of errors. Like, I went to, it was like 4:40, and I had to leave to teach Zumba at like 5:05. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go take these tests, and I gotta sync my iPod, and I gotta do this other stuff, and Corky's like, okay. So I went upstairs, and I couldn't pee. Like, I had the cup and everything, and like, I couldn't pee. And I've had an eating disorder for a very long time, and I've been in treatment so many times, and I've been to doctors so many times where you have to pee in a cup, and I've always been able to do it. This was the first time in my whole life that I could not pee on command, and I was like, what is going on? And then, so I texted my friend, I was like, oh, cross your fingers, I'm taking pregnancy tests. And then I was like, oh, just kidding, I can't pee, ha ha ha. And that was my best friend that I texted that, because I did not expect them to be positive. I just didn't see it coming. I mean, I was like, oh, I have my period, it can't be that. So, anyway, so then I went downstairs and I drank a bunch of Diet Coke, and then I went back, I just noticed the banana peel behind me. Isn't that lovely? Sorry. I drank a bunch of Diet Coke, and more about that in a second. Anyway, so then I went upstairs and I tried again, and I was like all stressed out. It was like 4:55, and I was like, I gotta leave, and I gotta take this test. And Corky was like, well, I'll help you sync your iPod, because he was off work that day. He's off Sunday, Monday. And I was like, okay, thanks. So he comes upstairs, syncing the iPod. I'm in the bathroom. I finally pee, and I stick the tests in the pee. Before I could even set them down, they were plus signs, both of them. I only took 2 at a time. I was like, I'm not sure the look on my face, but it was probably something like, I was like staring at the 2. I was like, I could not believe my eyes. And I was just thinking, oh my God, like, this is going to change a lot of things. So I went in the next room where Corky was, and he was talking to me about the Zumba music. He's talking to me, and I did not hear him anymore. I was like, what? So I went in there, I said, look, and my hands are shaking, and I'm holding the tests, and he's like, oh, good. And then we kind of blinked for a minute, and I was like, all right, I got to go change and teach Zumba. I'll see you tonight. So I, like, went to change, and he was asking me questions about how to sync the iPod and things like that. And so yeah, I went and taught Zumba that night, and I really don't remember much about that class. I don't remember it, like, at all. So then 2 days later on Wednesday, I went and taught Zumba again, and I went to the doctor's office. I had an appointment already, and then I started bleeding that day, and I had a lot of pain, and I was really scared. So I called the advice nurse, and she was like, you need to go to the ER, because she would have sent me to urgent care, but they don't have ultrasound. So she sent me to the ER, and I went. And the doctor was like, so I got all these exams and all these ultrasounds, and he was like, well, you're like 6 weeks pregnant, but I can't see if it has a heartbeat because it's too small. But based on what it looks like, I don't think it's going to, be viable. And I was like, oh, that sucks. So I was like really sad, right? Because I was like, oh, I just found out, I was so happy. And then all of a sudden. So then I was scheduled for a blood draw on Friday the 28th to confirm whether because they thought this was going to happen, that the hormone level was going to go down, because they thought it would miscarry. Oh no, it went up. It was supposed to double in 48 hours. It didn't double, but it went up. It went from 15,000 to 21,000 or something like that. And I was like, I don't know what that means. Like, is it okay? Is it not okay? Like, I don't know. So they set me up for a viability ultrasound on Tuesday, the 1st, April 1st. And I went, and I saw the heartbeat. It's there. It's about as big as a lentil, which is why this is Yentl, the lentil. Thanks to my naturopath for that. So yeah, they were like, it looks fine. It's the right size. Its heartbeat looks good. You look fine, everything. And so I need to gain a little weight, but other than that, they were pretty happy with me. And they set me up for all this prenatal care. Like, I went to a class yesterday, and I was like sitting in a room of like 7 nauseous women, and I was okay. I wasn't nauseous at that time, although this morning was a different story. And it was pretty amusing. I was like, this is really interesting. Like, and the thing is, I know what the word pregnant means, but I'm having a hard time, like, applying that to myself. You know what I mean? Like, I know what that word means, obviously I know what it means, but I'm just like, so I plan to make videos. I don't know what the outcome of this is going to be. So that's the one thing. Like, I don't know how this is going to turn out, but nevertheless, being pregnant with an eating disorder is an extremely interesting situation to find yourself in. So I plan to make videos about it, kind of like I've done, through treatment and marriage and wedding dresses and now fetuses and, things like that. So if you're the praying type, please say some prayers, offer some prayers up for this little lentil. And if you're the good vibes type, send those, whatever. I would be so appreciative. Because I want this thing to, live and be around. So they said my due date is November 22nd. I don't think they would have issued me a due date if they expected it not to make it there. So that's good news, I think. But yeah, I do plan to make videos about like the whole body changes and things like that, and like how things are seeming, because I don't know what I'm doing. Like, honestly, you guys, I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I have no idea what's going on. So I am not teaching Zumba throughout my first trimester. That is my decision. My doctors told me I could work out and teach Zumba. So I went to teach on Wednesday morning, and it was disastrous. I was so scared, because the last thing I did before I started bleeding before was teach a Zumba class. So I decided to sub out all my classes through the first trimester, but I'll still go and just dance around like at my own pace, and then I can like rest when I want to, because oh my God, I'm so tired. So anyway, I wanted to introduce you guys to this little thing. It's not very cute yet, but I'm sure it'll be cute. But when I saw the heartbeat, I was like, what's moving? And the lady was like, that's the heartbeat. And I wanted to be like, oh, how precious, how wonderful. But I was like, creepy. It was funny. I'm not exactly the most eloquent with words sometimes. So, all right, well, I hope you guys are having a great week, and happy Thursday, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.